We are getting new perspective on the fight against coronavirus from the generation that endured World War II. Hershel Woody Williams is the last surviving Marine to receive the Medal of Honor in that conflict. His trip this spring to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the Battle of Iwo Jima was canceled, but the 96-year-old still has plenty of advice about heroism, service, and survival. He spoke to our Jan Crawford before we were encouraged to keep 6 feet apart.
It's an iconic image of American triumph, Marines raising the flag on Iwo Jima.
Sometimes when you see the flag, you think, that's mission accomplished. Do you know?
No.
Hershel Woody Williams, 21-year-old Marine from West Virginia, had just joined other Marines on the desolate Japanese island.
Some of them were standing up firing their weapons into the air. So I fired a few rounds into the air myself.
But the worst was yet to come. The Japanese were underground.
They were inside a reinforced concrete pillbox. We're out in the open. You can't stand back here and shoot all day. You got to move forward. I got the flamethrower on my back, and of course I'm carrying the gun in my right hand, so I'm actually crawling with one hand but pushing mostly with my feet.
By the end of that day, Williams destroyed 7 Japanese bunkers, allowing the Americans to secure the airfield and eventually the island, an important toehold in the Pacific.
This is you with the President of the United States.
That is right, yes.
For his bravery, President Truman awarded Williams the nation's highest military distinction, the Medal of Honor.
I didn't think I'd done anything special.
You didn't think you'd done anything special?
No. That was my job. That's what I was supposed to do. So I was just doing what I was supposed to do.
But Williams wasn't supposed to be there. One of 11 children, his mother, who needed his help running their family farm, refused to let her son join the Marines. At 18, he went to enlist anyway.
When I handed him my paper, he just looked at me and said, I can't take you.
Can't take you?
Yeah, I can't take you. And I said, why? And he said, you're too short.
He was 2 inches below the Marines' 5'8" cutoff. But as the war went on, they needed men, and Williams was in. More than twice as many Marines died on Iwo Jima than in all of World War I. Among the many Americans killed was Williams's best friend. He sees his medal as a symbol of others' sacrifice.
I think of it more service.
Service.
Right, yeah. We owe something back.
Williams continues to give back. He's led the effort to build memorials across the country for Gold Star families who've lost sons and daughters, and offers scholarships to the children of the fallen. And now his country is giving back to him.
We're here today to celebrate the life of this ship's namesake.
Williams was there earlier this year when the Navy commissioned this ship in his name.
This is not just about me. It's about those who never got to come home.
Williams has traveled back to Iwo Jima twice, and he hopes to make the more than 7,000-mile journey again as he turns 97 this fall on a trip led by the National World War II Museum.
That's the Purple Heart.
Today, as Americans face a different kind of test, I ask Williams if he felt fear that heroic day on Iwo Jima.
If fear takes a hold and controls you, you're done. You cannot possibly operate under fear. There's just no way.
And so you move forward.
That's right.
Even when the bullets are flying, you just have to move forward.
That's right. If you stop and rationalize, you wouldn't do it. Say, I can get killed doing this crazy thing. But you don't think that way. You got a job to do. You got to accomplish this. This is your purpose. So
Your purpose.
Yeah.
A purpose to move forward in a life of service for all of us. For CBS This Morning, I'm Jan Crawford in Ona, West Virginia.
And of course, Williams is right. Calmness is strength, and we only have one option. That's to move forward, and that includes in this crisis.